It's a Go Pinoy Day na naman po at syempre good morning sa ating mga televiewers from Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao.
At ganun din sa ating mga viewers from abroad, sa ating mga kababayang OFWs.
Ako po si Direk Lodge at ang aking partner na si Direk JP.
Kamusta po kayong lahat at welcome po dito sa Go Pinoy TV.
Alam mo Direk JP, ng isang araw, nakita ko dun sa chat, dun sa grupo where I belong. Sabi ng leader nila, pabalik na tayo sa normal. Sinasabi niya sa mga members. Sagot naman isang member, oy, ano ibig sabihin pabalik na tayo sa normal? Sabi ng leader, pabalik na tayo sa normal kasi marami na raw nakakalabas at hindi na raw ganun kahigpit.
Ganun ba yun?
Actually, sumagot again yung isang member. Biglang may sumulpot, sumagot agad. Sabi uy, let's be very extra careful pa rin.
Very na careful.
Yeah,
And very na extra pa.
Extra na. Kasi sabi niya, kailangan pa rin daw natin sundin yung mga protocols na sinet ng government. Yung wearing of the mask, ng face shield, ng social distancing, syempre bringing of alcohol and yung washing your hands regularly, di ba?
Baka ang ibig niyang sabihin, new normal. Right?
Yeah.
Hindi pa rin tayo pwede maging kampante kasi the virus is still there.
Tama yan. Pero alam mo ba, sa kabila ng mga not so good experiences natin because of the pandemic, there are people who learn to turn yung kanilang situation to their advantage.
Alam mo ang mga Pilipino, sa dami ng bagyo, baha, at lindol, mga sakuna, napatunayan natin naman, by God's grace, we have bounced back.
And that's exactly ang experience ng ating guest entrepreneur for today. Well, wag na natin patagalin. Let's listen to the story of Miss Jamie Ortile of Meet This Way.
Our humble beginning started in just in my garage. I have lost my job during the pandemic. I wasn't ready financially and emotionally, just like the others. You know, I was so devastated. Hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ko. Pray lang ako ng pray. Sabi ko kay Lord, Lord, paano ba to? Anong gagawin ko? Parang huminto yung mundo. And then, I was so lost during that time. But, nakahinto man ang mundo. May tiyan na magugutom. I was a single mom with 2 kids. I need to do what I need to do. So, when my brother asked me if I would want to invest my savings, kasi meron siyang, siya yung talagang nasa meat business, wholesaler. He asked me if, I would want to join, ako yung mag-retail ng product dahil naman nasa wholesale siya. I told my brother, which is by the way, my business partner now, sige, I have a little savings. During the pandemic, I was able to get my last pay, and then I was able to get, my back pay. It was really hard for me to let go of that money kasi pag nilet go ko siya at hindi naman to nag-prosper, paano na? I don't know kung itatanggap ang work during this, time of the pandemic. But, sige, hindi ko na rin naman alam yung tomorrow eh. I mean, pandemic, parang baka bukas maglaho na. Alam mo yun, parang baka wala na. I just need to do what I need to do. I bought a freezer. I asked my brother na punuin niya yung freezer ko. I invested sa meat. And then, yun, pinuno niya yung freezer ko and parang nalula ako. Ang daming laman ng meat. Paano ko to mabibenta? Alam mo yan, nag-pray ako kay Lord kasi hindi ko alam kung paano ko ito ibibenta. Ang dami-dami, hindi ko naman alam yung mga parts ng meat. So, I posted online. Inalo ko yung mga friends ko. I was so grateful kasi I was able to penetrate the online market sa meat and then meron akong napag-postan ng isang FB page, Bounce Back PH. We are helping each other, bounce back during the pandemic. So, ayun, orders are pouring in. Grabe, yung inbox ko sumasabog na. Lagi akong may kausap sa phone. Lagi akong may ka-message. Yung mga Grab, Lala Move. Lagi nandito sa bahay, ang daming orders. I was so grateful kasi God is really, there for me. Ramdam ko. So, ang dami ng orders. After a couple of months, my brother and I decided, let's go. Parang kuha tayo ng pwesto because hindi na kaya sa bahay lang. Nagsanggipsal na din kami. Una, production house lang siya eh. And then, hanggang sa, I'm so grateful kasi naging meat shop na siya. We were able to accept walk-ins na during the GCQ. And, Meet This Way started in just my small garage.
kasal sila at ang legal wife ay kailangan ng support from his husband. So ito po ang pwede nyo maging recourse para sa kaalaman ating mga seafarers. You can be criminally liable for not supporting your legal wife.
Stressed ka ba? Have you tried unwinding in a farm? Yung pagtatanim ng halaman at gulay to relax. And how about yung pamimitas ng fruits to calm your mind? Sounds interesting? Why not try healthy and delicious food served from farm to table? Also consider ang pag-aalaga ng mga hayop tulad ng hogs, chicken, ducks, goats, different birds, at marami pang iba. Not to mention, you can turn all of these into a profitable business. At ito po mismo ang pag-uusapan natin sa farm living. At kung paano mabuhay ng healthy while enjoying the gift of nature. Ika nga ni Hippocrates, let your food be your medicine and let your medicine be your food. At hindi lang yan, tatalakayin rin po natin dito is how to turn these resources into a profitable business. Wow! Exciting, di ba? Ako si Alexa Tinsay at samahan po ninyo ako sa pagtuklas ng sekreto in living a healthy and happy life while enjoying the gift of nature and the profitable business. Dito lang yan sa Farm Living!
Okay, we're back and we're still here with Miss Jamie of Meet This Way. Dami niyang kwento, dami niyang pinagdaanan.
Yeah.
Alright. Miss Jamie, ano naman po ang masasabi natin na kakaiba sa inyong business?
Our meat shop offers premium quality meat at an affordable price. Our target market, lahat. No discrimination. Kasi food yan eh. It should be available to everyone. Aside from offering premium quality meats and sanggipsal set, it is growing from one concept to another. As of right now, we are offering housing of our shop to different online sellers. It's just like having their physical store. Para siyang concept store. It's just that this time sa food, hindi lang sa damit. This idea came to me with the Lord's guidance talaga. Kasi I was ordering, one night I was ordering food. Nag-crave talaga ako. It's just that the seller was from Makati. Just imagine how would that cost me sa isang pirasong or sa isang order ng food. Nandito ako sa Marikina. So it's really not practical. It is always, a lost sale from the sellers na masyadong malayo. When I offer this concept store or housing of their products to online sellers, yung tanggap nila sobra talaga, overwhelming. The idea was really good that I was able to get 12 brand partners who are housing in our meat shop right now. With a very minimal amount, they will be able to reach their target customers near our place. So, mas maliit na yung cost ng delivery fee. And also, we are the very first one who offers bento gyupsal. It is a complete set of sangyupsal in a bento box. It is good for one person. That is called single bengyop. And for 1 to 2 persons, in couple bengyop. The idea is because parang, di ba pag sinabing sangyupsal, pang maramihan. What if isang tao lang yung kakain, tapos mag-order siya ng isang buong sangyupsal? And also, what if, a couple would want to enjoy just a simple sangyupsal? So, very overwhelming then when we introduce this to the market, and dami rin nag-orders. Kasi affordable na talaga siya, and of course, the idea is very, hindi talaga ganun kamahal. So, as of right now, our shop, our meat shop as of right now offers housing to different online sellers, as well as siguro talaga mapagmamalaki ko is because yung product namin na very first bento gyupsal.
Miss Jamie, sa inyo pong experiences and lessons learned sa inyong business, what advice can you impart sa inyong mga kapwa entrepreneurs?
I used to think that this business is just an accident. Kasi pandemic, alam mo yun, parang no choice. Sige, mag-business ka na lang kasi wala kang work. But no, I was working my whole life. I used to work with different companies, but none of those companies ever made me feel secured and stable. And when God gave me this business, I know that this is His plan for me. This is God's plan for me. Kasi I wouldn't be this passionate about my business. You will feel na, an opportunity is God's given if you feel secured and stable about it. All you have to do is to take care of it, make it grow. And very important, all I can advise to new entrepreneurs like me, huwag kang mainggit. Bakit yung ibang businesses, ang bilis lumago, bakit sa kanila parang napapansin ng tao? Don't get jealous. Make that blessings happen to your business as well. All you have to do is to ask the Lord's guidance. Kasi kapag nanghingi ka kay Lord ng guidance and right ideas will come to you, kasi galing to kay Lord. This has always been my prayer every night. Parang, Lord, bigyan mo ko ng right decision. Kasi I'm not really smart. I really do not know what to do. I cannot, I cannot plan all this na ako lang mag-isa. I really need your guidance, Lord. The next morning, no exag, I feel motivated. I have fresh ideas na ang kailangan lang is huwag kang matakot. Put it into actions, di ba? So, everything will fall into places if you ask the Lord's guidance. So, yun lang yung mapapayo ko sa mga young entrepreneurs or sa mga bago sa business. Always ask the Lord's guidance. So, and everything talaga with the Lord's guidance, lalago at magpa-prosper ang business ninyo.
now we're back to there after what feels like such a long ECQ. I can't wait to have my treatment. And now we're practicing the new normal. Diba?
Since kasal sila at ang legal wife ay kailangan ng support from his husband, so ito po ang pwede nyo maging recourse. Para sa kaalaman natin mga seafarers, you can be criminally liable for not supporting your legal wife.
Welcome po muli sa Go Pinoy. And for this segment, ito po yung segment na nag-invite tayo ng mga guest experts, business consultants, and mentors para makapag-impart din sila sa inyo ng mga tips, lessons, and advices on business.
Yeah. And we have here with us again, siyempre, Sir Dodong Kakanando. Itutuloy niya yung kanyang 4-part series na What Now? Actually, this is the final part. Kaya friends, let's watch this.
This is the final vlog in the series I created called What Now? Now that we've lost our jobs, now that we have closed our business, what now? What opportunities can I pursue? What options do I have? You know, as I start this, I'd like you to consider something na pinag-iisipan ko. Is it possible that what you see as a curse is actually a blessing? Because it is giving you or forcing you to pursue an opportunity that may be better for your future. I've been telling you to consider the things God has entrusted to you. If you're still in the cities and you've lost your jobs, maybe there are businesses in your family that you have been disregarding or not been taking care of. Maybe it's time to go back to them. Maybe it's time to go back to the province and work on the land that you have. So what do we do with what we have kung tinignan natin kung ano lang meron? Let me share with you a conversation I had with my discipler when I resigned from HP. You know, when I finally resigned from HP, I was very, very excited to tell the people close to me of where we were going. So I went to one of my discipler. You know, I came to him, I was telling him the plan, where I think God is bringing us. And I was shocked with what he said. Pinagalitan niya ako. Sabi niya, yan ang pinakabobong ginawa mo. Sabi niya, sinayang mo yung trabaho mo, sinayang mo yung alam mo, sinayang mo yung skills mo as a manager. Sabi niya, you would have had a good future in HP. But it was because I was assistant country manager already. You know, when he was scolding me, I felt so bad. Sabi pa niya sa akin, tapos magtatayo ka ng babuyan. Bakit? Kala mo ba, yayakapin ka ng misis mo, pag uwi mo, naamoy baboy ka? You know, I went home, I really felt bad. Sabi ko, nagkamali ba ako? But do you know that today, I am doing exactly what I was doing when I was in HP? Today, I get a chance to train people. Because in HP, I would create my own training to train my people. And today, that's what I'm doing through Similia. And do you know that the reason why we were able to grow the farm was because of all the skills that I have developed when I was an employee and when I was a manager. I used to work as a production manager sa Timex Philippines and Cebu. And so, those learning helped me to develop processes in the farm. My skill as a manager helped me to understand how to bring out the most from ordinary people. So, wala actually nasayang. So, lahat ng dinaanan ko noon, nagamit ko in the new opportunity that God gave me. Walang nasayang. Baka naman hindi ka nawalan ng trabaho. Baka naman binibigyan ka ni God ng mas magandang opportunity para hindi masayang. So what should you do? Where can we go? Ako, if you've lost your job and you're looking for something better, ito ang suggestion ko. You can actually try to understand and say, ano ba ang alam ko? Pwede ko ba itong gawing negosyo paglabas ko? Alam mo, it would take a long time for many of you to find another job because ang dami-dami naghahanap ng trabaho. So you are competing for a very small opportunity, for a finite opportunity. So habang siguro naghahanap ka, pag makita ka, well, good and good for you. Or baka pwede mo naman magsimula magnegosyo by using what you know. Let me explain this. Last year, I was in Qatar with Randall Chongson, and I was talking to this nice couple. I always use them now in
So now we're back to there after what feels like such a long ECQ. I can't wait to have my treatment. And now we're practicing the new normal. Diba?
Itong si Harris and si Kat was telling me that they want to go home already. Pero sabi nila sa akin, hindi pa ho kami ready because we have not invested enough for passive income. Yan ang parating iniisip ng mga tao, passive income. And so sabi ko sa kanila, ano ba ang ginagawa nyo dito? Ano ang trabaho nyo? So sabi nito ni Harris, paramedic nurse siya. And si Kat naman was a nurse pero diabetic expert. Sabi ko sa kanila, alam mo ako, ang gagawin ko, dadalhin ko ipon ko sa Pilipinas. Pupunta ako kung saan ang pamilya ko and then magtatayo ako ng dialysis center. So sabi ko sa kanila, it will not give you passive income in the beginning. Pero ang negosyo, pag maganda ng takbo, it will give you income on a regular basis without having to work as hard. Sa umpusan lang yan, mahirap. So yun ang advice ko. If you've lost your job, tanong mo, can I create a business from what I know and from what I've seen? Pero I would suggest you go back to where you have families, where you have emotional support para mas madali. On the other hand naman, kung wala kang maisip na negosyo, pag hindi mo magawa yung ginagawa mo when you used to work in the past doon sa lugar nyo, ang tanong ko naman, when you go back to the place of your birth, or maybe place where your family is, ang tanong ko, are there opportunities that I can pursue using the management skills I have acquired? And yun basically ang ginawa namin. You see, I'm not a farmer, I'm an electronic engineer. Pero when God brought us to Bukidnon, alam namin farming lang ang opportunity dito. So I use the skills that I have gained in HP and to manage a farm. My farm is unique. And wala kami masyadong makinang ginagamit doon. We're very low-tech. However, it is driven by processes and by good people management, and which I acquired. So pwede ka rin pumunta sa negosyo na maybe hindi mo naintindihan ngayon, pero gagamitin mo yung skills na na-develop mo. However, why do I always emphasize going to a place kung nasan pamilya nyo? You know, ako, I'm sharing this because when we came to Bukidnon, wala akong emotional support. Wala kaming pamilya dito eh. However, that was also the reason why I went to God. So God became my emotional support. You can also do that, but also it's always nice to have family who you can run to for encouragement and for help. So go there. Pero pag ayaw nyo, you'd like to follow my journey, then learn to be intimate with God. You know, when you go back to the city, when you go back to the province, or you go outside Metro Manila, in the city of the province, ask yourself, is there an opportunity that I can develop? Is there a land that I should cultivate? Or did my parents have a business that I need to revive? So those are opportunities that you can pursue kasi andun na siya. Pero let me encourage you. I'd really like to end this vlog series by encouraging you. Alam ba nyo yung kwan? Have you heard of yung Jeremiah 29:11? Na sabi niya, when God said, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for calamity, to give you a future and a hope." Do you know that? Many of us know that, di ba? And many of us claim that. You know, it tells us that God has a wonderful plan for all of us. And most people are continually asking, saan ba itong planong to? Where do I follow this? And so we hop from one place to another looking for the plan of the Lord. A few years ago, I understood this verse better. And I discovered how to find that plan. And in order to understand the plan of the Lord, we need to take that verse in context by understanding paano niya sinabi. And I understood that context of that verse by reading the whole chapter of Jeremiah 29. And verse 4 to 7 explains how and where you will find that plan. If you don't mind, I'd like to read that. Sabi ng Jeremiah 29 verse 4, "Thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, to all the exiles whom I have sent into exile from Jerusalem to Babylon, build houses and live in them, plant gardens and eat their produce, Take wives and become fathers of sons and daughters. Take wives for your sons and give your daughter to husband, that they may bear sons and daughters and multiply there and do not decrease. Seek the welfare of the city I have sent you into exile, and pray to the Lord in its behalf. For it's in welfare, for in its welfare you will have welfare. Do you understand what God was telling them? They were in exile in Babylon. Ano sabi ni God? I have a good plan for you. But for the meantime, stay put. Sabi niya, in the city where you are exiled, build houses and build family. Can you imagine? Sabi niya, I have a good plan for you. And the plan was to ultimately take them back. However, for the meantime, stay put. You know, if God wants you to go to another city, let Him bring you to another city. Do not abandon the place where He has put you. You know, in the story, in Jeremiah, some Jews did not listen to Jeremiah. They went to Egypt. Do you know what God did? God killed them with plagues, with swords, in wars. But those who stayed in Babylon prospered. And do you know that in Babylon during that time, God raised some of the Jews to manage Babylon? Sila Daniel, sila Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Okay? The Jews were actually running the place. God blessed them in the place where they were exiled. So what is God saying? May plano ko maganda sa'yo. Pero I will give that when you are ready. For the meantime, stay put. Build houses where I place you. Build families doon. But very, very important. Sabi sa verse 7, seek the welfare of the city where I have sent you. For in its welfare, you will have welfare. Did you lose your job or business? Baka naman tinanggal niya because He wants you to go back and be exiled to your province or where your families are, so that you can build a better life doon. Alam mo, kanina I was talking to you about si Haris and si Kat. And most Filipino trainers would now go to OFW and teach them to build passive income. And naniniwala tayo today that the good future can be created through passive income. By taking the money that you have saved and putting them in investment medium so that when you're older, may perang pumapasok sa inyo. Ako, I have a different mind eh. In fact, before I tell you my view about passive income, ang tanong ko, anong silbi ng passive income nyo today? The stock market have collapsed. Many of you have invested in mutual fund. Meron akong mutual fund. What income does it give us today? Nawala, no? In crisis, nawawala sila. You may have a lot of condominiums, pero today, people are struggling. Who will rent? Wala masyadong movement. Wala masyadong movement ng travel. So, anong mangyayari sa atin? Ako, the reason why I told si Kat and si Haris, you go back. You create a business from what you know. Bakit? Because I really believe business can give you passive income. No, paano nangyari yon? When you're starting a business, mahirap yon. It is not passive income. However, when the business is stable, it will continue to give you income without having to work as hard. And today, that is what's happening in our farm. I do not work as hard, but the money flows in. So business can give you passive income. Yung mga financial people, they talk about passive income. They're not really, they're okay. They're okay. Okay lang ako doon. However, it takes a long time for it to stabilize, and in times of crisis, hindi siya passive income. Wala siyang income. I am not saying what they teach you are wrong. I am just telling you the power of creating a business for ourselves. Now, I've been teaching you what to do with what you have, pero kulang yon. If you'd like to learn how to do business, you may want to consider the training of Similia. Alam ko the new normal is staying home, and so we are preparing to put our training online. So maybe you can watch that. Kami lang, hindi namin intindihan yon. So we're preparing for that. So I really hope you enjoy the four video that I created on this series called What Now? And I hope you share this with friends. Kasi I really hope I can help all the Filipinos. If you would want to help me, subscribe to this channel and tell your friends about it. And also, if you'd like to know more about our training, go to the website of Simbida sa Kinabuhi, and doon, baka check our training, baka makatulong sa inyo. So I'd like to thank you for trusting me. I hope you enjoyed your time with me. And I hope you will follow our videos in the future. May God continue to bless you.
Wow! Grabe, punong-puno ng lessons and wisdom, ano?
Yeah.
Ang mga na-share sa ating Sir Dodong. Thank you so much po.
Yeah, Sir Dodong Kakanando will be sharing more of this, mga series of talks niya next time. Pero nabanggit din natin, we will be inviting other mentors,
Yes.
other advisors, di ba?
Excited din ako dyan.
Yeah, para makapag-share ng knowledge and insights nila sa ating mga televiewers at sa ating mga entrepreneurs, syempre. No? Kaya abangan po natin yan.
Yes.
And for those entrepreneurs na meron pong interesting stories, mga tips, advice that could help other entrepreneurs, please do contact us sa ating pong mga social media pages and numbers flashed on your screen.
Ayan, punong-puno ang ating tanghalian. Sana marami po tayong napulot sa ating programa.
Yep.
See you next time.
Patuloy lang po tayong manalangin at magtiwala. Ako po si Direk Lodge.
Ako naman si Direk JP na nagsasabing,
Go Pinoy! Kaya mo yan!